Have you ever noticed how we constantly think about success, money, freedom, becoming someone important, but almost nothing in real life actually changes for years? We watch productivity videos, save motivational posts, research business ideas, plan our future in detail. But weeks pass, months pass, and somehow we're still standing in the same place. Psychology says this usually isn't laziness. In many cases, it's something much deeper. Because modern ambition has created a strange psychological trap where people become emotionally attached to potential but terrified of execution. And if these 5 signs feel painfully familiar, this video might explain exactly why. Sign number 1. We consume more productivity content than real progress. We watch videos about discipline more than we actually practice it. We research business ideas before testing even one. We download productivity apps, save AI tools, organize our goals, and somehow that feels productive. But psychology calls this productive procrastination. Our brain slowly starts confusing preparation with progress. And the dangerous part is, consuming productive content gives our brain a small emotional reward. So after watching hours of self-improvement videos, our mind feels like it has already moved forward, even when our real life didn't. That's why some people spend years learning without ever building, just like me. Sign number 2, we keep restarting our lives every few weeks. Every Monday feels like a new beginning, new routine, new mindset, new schedule, new system. We constantly reset everything because starting over feels emotionally cleaner than continuing imperfectly. Psychologists call this the fresh start effect. Our brain becomes addicted to the feeling of reinvention without surviving the discomfort of consistency. So instead of improving our current system, we replace it again and again and again. Not because we lack ambition, but because the messy middle of progress feels psychologically unbearable. Sign number 3, we wait to feel mentally ready before starting. We tell ourselves, I'll start when my mind feels clearer, when I feel motivated, when life becomes less stressful. But that moment rarely arrives, because clarity usually comes after action, not before it. Modern people have developed something dangerous. They treat emotional discomfort like a stop sign. The second something feels overwhelming, the brain escapes. We scroll, research, watch videos, plan more and more, because avoiding the task creates temporary emotional relief. And over time, our brain automatically starts choosing relief over progress. Sign number 4, we spend more time imagining success than surviving repetition. We constantly imagine the future version of ourselves, the successful business, the transformation, the freedom, the recognition. And honestly, those fantasies feel good. Actually, too good. Because neuroscience shows that vividly imagining success can release dopamine before any real progress happens. Our brain starts emotionally experiencing the reward without earning it. So instead of building our future, we mentally live inside it, and slowly, the idea of success becomes more exciting than the process required to reach it. Because real progress is repetitive, often boring, often invisible, and the internet rarely shows that part. Sign number 5. This is usually the deepest one. Some people don't avoid action because they're lazy. They avoid action because action makes things real. As long as the dream stays in your head, it stays perfect, untouched, unlimited, unjudged, under your control. But the moment you actually try, your potential collides with reality. And reality is usually slower, messier, and more ordinary than imagination. So the brain protects itself by delaying, overthinking, researching, preparing forever. Because secretly, part of us is afraid that trying our hardest might destroy the version of ourselves we imagined becoming. And that's why so many intelligent, ambitious people stay stuck for years. Not because they lack dreams, but because dreaming feels emotionally safer than being seen struggling in reality. The internet created a generation of people who constantly think about changing their lives while rarely feeling psychologically safe enough to actually begin. So if you saw yourself in these signs, you're not alone. But eventually, Every ambitious person reaches the same painful realization. Planning your future can never replace building it. Because at some point, you have to stop protecting your potential and allow yourself to become a beginner in real life. And honestly, I think most people are stuck in at least one of these loops. They just don't realize it yet. So tell me honestly, which sign felt the most personal to you? Because in the next video, we're going to talk about the behaviors that silently keep people trapped in these cycles for years. And trust me, some of them are hard to notice until it's already affecting your life.